like to think so, but if they're not going to trade Reynolds this year, it'll probably be next year. So I bet if they got knocked off their feet, they probably would trade him. One of my pet peeves from this game today was, why did it end? Why didn't they start playing at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock tonight? Can you answer me that question?
No, because they had all day to do it.
Because millionaire players need to fly back to Los Angeles first class? Yeah. They couldn't resume the game around 7 o'clock? That makes no sense to me. What if the Pirates are actually a good team with good players? They might want to try to have their last 6 outs and come back down 3 runs, Bob.
Well, to me, they absolutely should have, because it went away in just 30 minutes after they called it. It was, and you could tell that on the radar. So I didn't understand that at all, and I didn't hear any complaints from the Pirates. I would have complained. I would say, wait a minute, what are we doing here? It's not like it's 2 in the morning. You know, you have a lot of time on your hands. So anyway, what about Mitch Keller? I'm trying to be patient with this guy, but look, he's 24 going on 25, whatever he is. He's been in the system. He's a guy that was really heavily talked about, and that's my problem with prospects generally, Andrew. You talk them up, and then they come up and disappoint time and time again, unless you are a team like the Dodgers. Give them credit, because they not only fund teams by going out and giving big numbers and money, but they draft and develop better than a team like the Pirates. And that simply cannot happen if you're a team like the Pirates. You got to do better than them, and they can't.
Yeah, they can't. The Dodgers, not only do they spend money on their players, they spend money on their front office. They've got the greatest minds in baseball who are in charge, and they're, coming up with new ideas, and they're finding some of these bargain barrel diamond in the rough players to go with the huge payroll and the Trevor Bauer signing and the Mookie Betts trade. So that's why the Pirates are really, their odds of competing with a team like the Dodgers are slim and none, really, when you get down to it. And it's because guys like Keller, they're not cashing in on. Now, Mitch Keller, to me, when you look at him, was obviously overhyped by the prospect nerds. The Baseball America, the MLB.coms, these websites were way off the mark, because really with Mitch Keller, he never produced, Bob. He was a really good pitcher at single A, so what? The guy was good in Bradenton and Charleston, South Carolina. Who cares? When he got to AAA, he had a 3.98 ERA. Let me ask you a question. Is that good? 3.98? That's average.
Not good. It's not good in AAA. That's bad in AAA. You should be, if you're going to get to the next step, you got to be, you got to be 2 or in that range. You can't be 3.98.
And I've heard guys like Derek Shelton, who was kissing your fanny Wednesday when he was on with you, was making it sound like you were, and you're a great sportscaster, don't get me wrong, but the guy was kissing your butt when he did an interview with you. He was. You know what I'm talking about. And he said, and he didn't say this to you, but he has said it before. Mitch Keller, well, he's got nothing left to prove at AAA. He dominated that level. No, he did not. At no point has he dominated AAA. So I don't know. I fell for it because I looked at the prospect lists just like you, Bob. You see top 10, top 15, top 20, always got to be good, but he's never really gotten results.
No, 7.04 ERA tells me all I need to know for right now, and he looks like he's very fragile out there, and you can't be that way. You got to have better command,
Fragile is Italian, Bob. That's how you say it in our native tongue.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't want to do that. Fragile. Manja. Now, the bottom line is, it makes me nervous when talking about.
That was you on those potato chips in the press box, manja, right?
Oh, so you're watching everything I do. Yeah, I like potato chips, okay? And I like the ones that crunch, those, what do they call them?
You like those kettle cooked chips?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
They're my favorite.
Oh, I got some in my pantry. I'm going to want to go home now. You got me thinking about it.
See, that's my biggest problem.
Watching that Avalanche and Knights game.
That's right. It's 2-2. But that's when I go home, I have no one to stop me. I go in the pantry, and their kettle crunches right there, and then I go to town. And I shouldn't. That's the worst time to eat. All right, now it's 3-3 on an update. The Knights and Colorado Avalanche. That's an elimination game there for Colorado. So we'll talk more about that and other stuff. Call us 412-575-2600. Right here nightly. It's the Nightly Sports Call presented by Ireland Contracting. We're back in the flash.